This episode is sponsored by Gadzoinks, your favorite new fish.
We have a podcast theme song, and this is how it goes. We have a podcast theme song, now you know.
Hey, Andy.
Hello.
Hi.
What do you want?
I heard you,
Out with it.
I heard, recently that you've been, returning a lot of items.
Who told you that?
I, have some sources.
Who told you that?
Yeah.
I don't like where this is going. What do you want to know?
I just want to know why you've been returning stuff.
I don't like them.
You don't like them?
I don't like those things.
What things don't you like?
For starters, dead mice.
You've been returning dead mice?
Yeah.
Where to?
To the ground where I found them.
So you dig up dead mice?
No, they're already on the ground.
Oh, okay.
And I find them, I pick them up.
And then
Then I'm like, this is gross. And I return them to the ground.
Okay. How long do you pick them up for?
3 to 5 minutes.
Oh. You have a lot of time to examine them, huh?
Yeah, give them a once over, give them a little cock-a-doodle-doo. Juggle them a little bit. Then back on the ground.
So you're picking up like 3 at a time and juggling?
For some reason in my backyard, there's often a pile of about 30 dead mice.
Wow.
Every morning.
Wow.
So yeah, I pick them up, do a little song and dance.
Any clue how they're getting there?
I order them.
Oh, you order dead mice?
Yeah, I do order them. At one point, I thought I wanted to have a pet snake.
Uh-huh.
And I heard that they eat mice.
They do.
And so I just started ordering the food before I got the snake, and then I kind of decided against the snake, but I had sort of ordered a recurring order.
So have you been having any bird problems, or?
No, of course not.
Oh.
I keep a fence around the mice, because I want to keep them safe.
How would, if you had to describe the area of this fence?
Well, you know, some people have like a garden in their backyard, and they kind of fence it so the rabbits don't get in.
Yeah.
I just have a pile of dead mice with the same fence, because I don't want squirrels or rabbits.
Maybe a sign that
or
says
anything.
compost on it?
Yeah, compost, keep out
Yeah.
is what the sign on the fence says.
But if you just look at it, you obviously know that's not compost, it's dead mice.
Yeah, right, exactly. But you know, to a person who's not paying a lot of attention, they go, compost, alright, let's move on.
I heard that wasn't the only thing that you've been returning lately. Is there something else that you maybe want to tell me about?
Yeah, I returned my neighbor's grandmother to the nursing home.
Oh, did he ask you to do that?
No. She was just barking all night, and so, you know, she was in the nursing home for a while, and then they kind of worked out this deal where she could come home, but I was just sick of it.
Yeah.
And so I went ahead and I returned her to the nursing home.
How did they react at the nursing home when you got her?
They're ecstatic. They loved her. They had parties all the time. They were mad that she had to leave.
Yeah.
And so I was like, this is great. You just take her back, because I can't deal with this anymore.
And tell me exactly how you got her to take her back.
You know, I wouldn't say either of us are really at liberty to disclose how she got there.
Okay.
And I think I'm going to have to leave it at that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say that her family, my neighbors, seem reasonably okay.
Okay.
I'm not sure they've even really noticed that she's gone.
And how long has this been?
This has been about 6 months.
Oh, wow. That's a long time to not notice a relative missing.
Yeah, because this was over the summer, I remember, because that was... Man, she was out on that porch.
What was she doing?
Singing... she had this harmonica, and she kept singing these old Camptown songs.
Yeah.
And I was like, you sound like a howling coyote, stop it. And she was like, whoo! And I said, you don't forget it.
Sounded more like an owl than a coyote there at that end.
Yeah, she was also insanely racist.
Really?
So much.
What would she do?
She would always be like, I don't like anybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She'd be like, I hate everyone.
Not
I don't
just
care
this...
who they are or where they come from. I don't like them.
So she was unusual in the way she was racist, where she was racist against everybody.
Indiscriminately racist. She's like, don't care, don't want to know. And I was like, well, back to the nursing home with you.
Yeah.
And then we had that night, which again, I can't reveal what happened, but it happened. And now she's out of our hair. So yeah, everything's great. Everything's great in that regard.
Good.
Things are quiet. I have a pile of dead mice in my backyard. That elderly woman is gone from my life.
Wow.
Yeah. Have you ever returned anything?
I returned a router once. It didn't work.
All right, Danny, we have a very interesting guest on the show today.
Yeah, I'm very interested in this
it'll
guest.
be. I'll be curious to see what comes of it. We have here a Mr. Rex Chapman, and we're going to let him introduce himself and tell us a little more about what he's here to tell us about.
Rex Chapman is my birth name. My psychic name would be Christophe. So if you could call me Christophe and not Rex.
Okay, sure,
Christophe,
Christophe.
the psychic, is here.
Yeah, so what's the psychic thing about?
Well, I'm going to. I'm learning to be a psychic. I'm sort of on the beginner level of psychicry.
So how do you learn to be a psychic? Do you have to go to like a retreat and
There's different ways. I take night classes at the Rec. It's a one-time fee. You get 5 classes. It's a pretty good deal. So that's how I got involved.
Great. Well, what made you think that you wanted to be a psychic? Why did you sign up for these classes?
Since I was a kid, there was always something about me, and other kids were like, "Whoa, that guy's really weird."
Yeah, but you knew you stood out and you were
I stood
special.
out, and I was special. And then I guess I saw this thing on Craigslist where it said psychic abilities. I'm like, that's what it was. I had these psychic abilities that I didn't even know about.
And now you're taking classes to sort of discover how to harness them?
Yeah, to hone them. Hone them, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. You just have that ability. You guys might have. You don't even know.
Yeah, I guess maybe while you're here you can give us some pointers.
Yeah,
But I'm curious, what was the first class like? What have you been developing?
The first one we did yesterday was palm reading. Mm-hmm. And that's all we learned yesterday. Tomorrow, I think, is speaking to the dead, which I'm excited about. But
Sure.
palm reading is what we did. So I can see from reading the lines in your hand, what your future holds.
Wow. Would you mind giving us
Oh,
a
yeah,
reading?
demonstration. Sure.
like
Who
it,
should
then.
I...
Yeah, Danny, give him your hand.
I'd like to know.
That is...
What do you see there in that little palm?
Well, you see these lines here?
Yeah, I see this.
You've suffered a lot of loss recently. Someone close to you?
Yeah.
Was it your brother?
No.
It must have been your son, then.
No.
A male figure, though, in your life.
Yeah.
Was it... Did a little piggy die?
Yeah, my pet pig died.
That's how you can tell, because the piggy, this one,
Yeah.
this little piggy went to market, never came home.
That's exactly right.
So I noticed you were looking at specific lines on his hand. How do you know which lines mean which things?
Well, there's ways to tell, like see the lines in his palm.
Yeah.
I mean, if you turn it over, see not any. There's hair and stuff.
Okay, so you're just saying, if the line is on your palm, then it's meaningful.
Right. You can, but what they don't tell you is the fingers. They're also part of your hand.
Is that why you were rubbing his fingers so much?
Yeah, I mean, he just has very smooth skin too.
Okay, I have a question about my palm.
Yeah.
For years, I know there's this one line on my palm that's a little bigger than all the other ones. What does that line mean?
That is, I've never seen anything like that. Is it? That could be bad. It could be. Oh, you know what? I think it's. Yeah, that's just marker.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I was coloring this morning, so I was using markers in that. I guess some of it got on my palm.
Yeah. Let me see your palm again.
Yeah.
This is the palm of an artist.
Oh.
Yeah, you're a real. You're very soulful. Unlike Danny.
Sure.
No offense, Danny, but.
Oh, a lot taken.
Well, I mean, you have very smooth hands. This guy has the hands of a sculptor.
Oh.
And you have the hands of someone who perhaps, would be a sculptor. I mean, this is just one class, guys.
Yeah, your powers are very strong.
Thank you.
Tell us again where these classes are.
They're at the rec center, the community center, room A. We'll be in room B tomorrow. There's a children's party in room A tomorrow. They have priority. I think as part of it, though, we're gonna practice palm reading on the children.
Oh, great!
Yeah, that'll be fun. It's a little, hey, you're gonna grow up, or you're not gonna grow up.
Yeah, I tell them when they'll die and so forth.
Right.
Sure. Do children have palms?
They develop them. You can tell because some children are very old souls.
They got a lot of lines.
They got a lot of lines. Sure. Some kids completely bald.
All right, Rex. Well, thank you so much for being with us.
Christophe.
Christophe, excuse me.
Yeah, that's no
Christophe,
problem.
yes.
I mean, it's but just make sure.
Yeah, Christophe.
While I'm doing
Thank you very much
for
thanks
my
reading.
Guys. Hey, best of luck. With,
we'll be happy to have you back.
Cool.
Yeah, looking forward to the new skills you develop in those night classes.
I look forward to them too, guys.
I got it.
Danny, are you ready to eat hummus?
I'm as ready as I'm gonna be, I think.
All right, well, this is another edition of Danny Does New Things.
Yes.
I'm curious. So you said that you've never had hummus. Is that right?
Can I make a confession?
Yes.
Until like last year, I didn't really even know what hummus was.
Didn't even know what hummus was.
I've heard the word, never really knew how to spell it.
Uh-huh.
Then I saw somebody having it, and I was like, oh, that's what hummus is? I would have never guessed it's that. And I still don't really know.
Yeah, so you don't know what this is?
Yeah, I don't really know.
Do you know what chickpeas are? Or garbanzo beans?
Nope.
All right, well, it's a type of bean
Okay.
that gets blended up with something called tahini, which is sesame seeds ground into a paste.
I like sesame seeds.
And then that mixed with like olive oil and lemon juice and stuff. That is what makes hummus.
Okay.
Do you know where in the world hummus is from?
I'm gonna guess India.
Nope.
I'm gonna,
You're not too far off.
China.
No, wrong direction.
South?
The South?
No. I'm asking, is that the direction I should be?
No. So you went from India to China. I'm saying go the other direction.
So I should be going east.
You should be going west. You already went east
Oh, yeah.
from India to China.
Isn't China north of India?
Well, north and to the east.
Okay. You're right on that.
I know I'm right.
Japan.
No, you don't have any idea how the world works.
Japan's over there. Next
Yeah,
to
but in the same direction. I'm saying turn around.
We got Spain's in that direction, Africa's in that direction.
You pull back a little bit.
Okay.
Right there.
Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, so we're talking like the Middle East, Mediterranean
Egypt?
areas.
I want to look at a map now.
Okay, so we have hummus here. You are going to eat it.
I am.
Are you ready?
Uh-huh.
All right, so it's brand new, store-bought hummus. I almost made some for you, but then I thought, why bother?
That's very kind of you.
And also, to dip in the hummus,
Yeah.
I have vegetables
Oh, it's
here.
like a dip?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
What did you think of what hummus was?
I thought I just put it, like, in my mouth. Like,
No.
on its own. Really?
No, people don't spoon hummus. I mean, you can,
I don't want to.
but I would say that's rare.
So we're also double dipping on new things here? We're actually triple dipping.
Well, yeah, so what you're going to do is you're going to dip some vegetables in there.
Jesus, this looks so weird.
Yeah, so that's hummus. So one of the things you can dip in there, I have celery.
Yeah.
Have you had celery before?
Never. Well, I might have had it in, like, first grade.
Okay, the other vegetable I have is a cucumber, which I guess is a fruit, really.
Yeah.
But
I've never had a cucumber, for certain.
you certainly never had
And,
a cucumber.
and I can also say for certain I've never put it on my eyelids at a day at the spa.
Oh, wow.
Hint, hint, Andy. My birthday's coming up.
Oh, maybe we take you to the spa for a day
Spa
that does
day.
new things. Okay, so go ahead and just grab, maybe let's start with celery, because you actually have some experience with that.
Yeah. I have experience in the sense that I know how to hold that.
And then,
It also looks like a milkshake.
I could see that. Yeah, it looks a little like a milkshake. That
How do
hummus.
I just, like...
So just, scoop a little bit. Yeah, that's probably good enough for you.
Yeah. It also, its texture is very interesting to me.
It's pretty smooth.
Yeah, it looks like
So it
something
goes,
a bird
goes
would eat.
good with the crunchiness of the celery.
Okay, so just bite into it.
Go for it.
I'm going to get real close so the listeners can hear me biting into hummus and celery. Ah. Ugh.
That's a no. You seemed okay with it for a second.
At first I hated the celery. And then I landed on really disliking hummus.
You don't like the hummus, huh?
I don't know. I've never had anything close to that sensation of taste before. It's so strong.
Yeah, that for a pretty straightforward thing. I got you just the original normal hummus. You can get it in a roasted bell pepper hummus and, olive medley garlic lovers hummus. This is just classic straight hummus.
Oh my god. Should I go again?
Give it a try with the cucumber, because I want to see that new experience. You can put that celery wherever you want.
Okay. How did it just
Maybe not back in the bowl, though, because I might want the rest of the celery.
Where should I put it?
Just on your little plate there. All right, so there's a little slice of a cucumber.
Oh, I like the smell.
It's a pretty mild
Yeah.
thing to eat.
No, just like
Go ahead and put it in there.
I'm gonna go real tiny because
Yeah.
I don't like the taste of this hummus. Okay, I think I'm ready.
No.
No,
Ooh, it's getting spit out.
my eyes are watering.
Okay, so let's review hummus. What
Yeah.
would you say? How many stars?
Oh, like probably a 0.
0 stars?
Yeah,
Never gonna have hummus again, probably.
I can't see why I would.
Well, at least you tried.
I do like cucumbers though. I think
That's good, yeah, cucumbers are good.
and celery. Oh, I don't know about you.
Not so much.
Yeah, I just feel like a rabbit. That's the only thing that comes to mind.
You'd rather just have a large slab of meat.
Like, I feel like I should live outside if I'm eating this.
Mm.
And, like,
No one should ever be inside and eating celery at the
probably
same time.
not. Like, you should be an animal.
Unless you're a pet rabbit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, then you might. All right, well, we got a hard fail on the hummus.
Uh-huh.
Pretty clear fail on the celery. But cucumber.
I like a cucumber.
Yeah, great.
I'm surprised by that, because that was the one I thought would be the...
Most offensive?
Yeah.
Well, good. All right, well,
Yes.
we'll see you next time.
We'll see you next time.
In this segment of the podcast, we like to invite members of the community on to tell us a little bit about their experiences working around town.
Yes, and today we got a very special guest who fits that bill, a man named Keith Little.
Hey, how's it
Little.
going, guys?
Hi, Keith. Nice to meet you. Nice to be here.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Yeah.
And Danny, what makes Keith distinctive? Why
What
is he
makes
here?
Keith distinctive is he actually works down at the Whole Foods.
Oh, I love me a Whole Foods.
Yes, who doesn't love a Whole Foods?
Very few people.
But he works there as a security guard.
Oh, you're a security guard there.
That's right.
I don't know that I've ever seen a security guard at Whole
I hadn't
Foods.
either, so I brought him in.
We're a very small elite group.
Ooh.
And I guard the southeast corner of the store. That's
It's all the way in the southeast corner.
correct, yeah. It's a very exclusive corner.
Now, do they have you up in a bird's nest, sort of like a sniper?
They actually do. It's more of a ladder with like a basket sort of thing. Like,
And you're in the basket, or you're
Yeah,
just
it's-
guarding the basket?
no, I'm in the basket.
Okay,
yeah.
sure.
Yeah, I don't have like a gun or anything. I just like kind of look around,
Yeah.
kind of like a baby eagle or something.
Yeah, and I'm sure since you're so high up there, a lot of people wouldn't even notice you.
No, they're too focused on the fine selection of organic foods that Whole Foods has to offer.
Okay, so when you're perched up there, what are you doing? How are you guarding the store?
So yeah, what I do is I protect the inventory. We've got star fruits next to avocados. Different sized avocados. We've got the jumbos and the average sized avocados. Now sometimes, shit for brains people come in. They try to mix up the different sized avocados. Like they'll take a jumbo and they'll just put it on the average pile after looking at it. And, like
that's
poking
terrible.
it with like their grubby little paws.
Sure. You're protecting, so what I'm getting from you, so you make sure that it's, clean and everything. And all
Very
that.
much so, yes.
But so let's say someone walks in and they just take one of those avocados and they leave the store without paying for it.
That's not my problem. I just do not care.
But you are a security guard,
Yeah,
right?
Correct.
That is your job title.
I am a security guard, yes.
Okay.
So in that circumstance, what are you doing?
I just kind of like wave by, and just kind of look at them.
You would acknowledge the person as they leave and say, enjoy the avocado. Enjoy that average run-of-the-mill sized avocado.
That you didn't pay for.
Yeah, if I know him. I mean, it's good avocado, right?
Oh, you made sure of it.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
did.
I made sure. I hope he enjoys it.
I don't understand. So you're a security guard, but you're letting people leave with things they didn't pay for. What are you doing? Like, what are you actively doing as a guard?
I am the only thing in this store that is standing between order and chaos.
Could you please elaborate on that?
Yeah, there's a certain way things need to be done. Very particular. And if we don't do it that way, this is not a Whole Foods anymore. It's just an animal farm. I mean, we've got little Piggly Wigglies running around just going... I don't know, I don't want that in my Whole Foods. No, sir.
You're just always on the lookout from your ladder perched at the top of your little basket.
This is a never-ending process. From the moment I wake up to the moment I go to sleep.
So you're up there all day?
Yes.
Yeah, I have a suspicion here that you don't ever actually leave this basket.
Oh, no, I never leave the basket.
Do they know you're there?
Maybe sometimes. I don't know. There's probably rumors of me.
You've never spoken to anyone who works there.
Never had the need to.
And how do you I don't understand. So, okay, imagine someone does this and they mess up your avocados. Do you punish the person, or do you just...
Oh, I terminate with extreme prejudice.
Excuse me?
Yes. I swoop down and I peck out their dirty old people eyes.
You peck out their eyes?
Well, it's part of my, uniform. It's like an eagle.
Okay, this is an interesting point, because the whole time you'd been talking, I was picturing you wearing, a security guard outfit.
I do.
But you're saying that you actually wear a bird costume?
It's a ceremonial Native American eagle mask that I wear.
Just a mask.
Yeah, well, and I've got the wings and talons and everything.
Oh, good, good. I was concerned you didn't have the whole thing.
Yeah, no, it's the whole deal.
If you're gonna go eagle, you go whole eagle.
Yeah, Whole Foods, whole eagle. I guess.
Yeah, there's no half-assing an eagle.
So you're not wearing a security guard uniform.
I actually am.
But you are wearing.
Yeah, I wear it over the ceremonial eagle costume.
You're saying that you're a man.
Yes.
Who works at Whole Foods but doesn't. Dressed as an eagle, dressed as a security guard.
Yes.
How did you wind up here?
Well, one day I thought to myself, I'd like some organic, natural food. So I went to Whole Foods.
Sure.
And I walk in. Mm-hmm. Just utter disarray. It is just chaos. It looks like a battlefield. And I never left.
You never left?
No. From the second I walked in through the automatic doors, whoosh, I realized they needed me.
And so it's a good thing you had that bird costume with you at the time.
Yeah, I usually walk around with that. Yeah.
Wow, so for how long have you been doing this then?
This was 3 days ago.
3 days ago you walked into a Whole Foods and you didn't leave until today when we brought you into the studio.
I have not stepped foot out of the baskets now.
Now, Keith, I can call you Keith?
Sure, yeah.
Keith, I have one important question for you.
Shoot.
Can I have a deal on avocados? Oh no, he's poking out my eyes! Oh, stop! No! Get your talons off me! All right, well, that brings us to the end of this episode. Thank you for joining us. It really, you know what? I tell you what, I just love it. I love it when you're here with us, when you're paying attention, when you're listening. I don't know what you're doing. Maybe you're jogging. How could I know? But it's great. It's great that you're here. Go to thefunparade.com or search The Fun Parade on iTunes. You can subscribe, download new episodes, and so forth. It would be a great idea. Just trust me. Okay, we got some credits here for you. Just for you. Thank you to all of our guests this week, including Matt Capacci, Peter Brick, and Mike Kolar. As always, musical help by bensound.com, Lance Allen, and Kevin MacLeod.
Feel those chills, Andy?
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of chills.
Close that window, by the way.
It's a little cold in here.
Yeah, sorry, I'll close the window.
Yeah.